Okay, so I finally picked up this book and I kind of wanted to just come on and share some of my thoughts about propaganda. First of all, y'all know, shout out to YouTube for the 3 minute shorts. We needed this, okay? We needed this. So, first things first, when it comes to propaganda, I always say this, and I think now is a time more important. Like, there's no more, there couldn't be a better time for us to be so mindful of the modern movements and how it kind of affects our behavior in our day-to-day life and the decisions that we're making. I quite frankly think that America is quite frankly a symphony, right? It is one that is melancholic, it is hopeful, but it always has an undertone of sorrow. And that is me listening to John Baptiste here lately. I absolutely love his new Beethoven album, okay? But with all that being said, because of American propaganda, we make a lot of decisions and we don't quite know what the outcome of those decisions are going to be. And so with Subverted, I thought it was very interesting how she just kind of talks about how even with the rise of abortion, women, especially today, modern women today, were feeling as though abortion was something that they wanted. It was something that they felt like it was something that was endorsed to them, when all the while it was actually something that was forced on them, quite literally. And it was forced on them by a lot of lies. Okay, there was a rich man who essentially was able to publish false statistics, and he was able to really promote a lie that abortion was, pro women's choice. But when you think about it, it's like, what does that mean? And that is something that I absolutely love about this book, because she starts talking about how propaganda is one of those things to where you follow it, but you don't really quite understand what it means. And that's the whole point, and that's the premise. And so today we have a lot of women who are revolting, right? Women are like the 4B movement, adopting China's movement. They are divorcing their husbands, and it's kind of like this thing seen as empowerment. But what is so obvious to me is that this is history essentially repeating itself. It's not anything new, right? Although I do think women have gained traction in terms of like advocating for, domestic violence and, violence against women, especially as we see men come out and create very harmful rhetoric on the internet. But no buts. So overall, it's just very interesting to just kind of see where we are today in society and how it's nothing new, right? We are a culture that is based on, and we're making decisions really based on a bunch of old ideas and beliefs that have always existed. And they're actually false beliefs, and they're actually pretty harmful. And what's really unfortunate about America, propaganda, and the media is that you will never really see the outside effects of its implications, right? You'll only ever get the exception with the exceptionalism of how it worked for them.